Let's quickly talk about a mistake that parents make and how you can quickly have favorites without even noticing it, or kids thinking that another one is a favorite without you intentionally creating that double standard. So you have your first child, and usually we're very strict around the first child because you've got many rules. You're still test driving this parent skill thing, and you're probably saying no to everything at this point, buying unnecessary stuff. You have the second one, you start to slow down and see that these things were not necessary with the first one. By the time you have the third child, you sort of have mastered parenting in your house at this point, and you're very lenient. You're no longer saying no to everything because you saw all the no's were very unnecessary with the firstborn. What you're not looking at is the bigger picture. By you creating a contrast in the standard, you are creating siblings to secretly hate each other because the firstborn is going to have it the hardest. And a lot of us like to brush it off on like, it's normal way to. It is not for the receiver because the one who is receiving that treatment does not understand why there is a double standard in the first place. Okay, so you find when now you're just exhausted and thinking, there's no longer a need for me to have curfews. Kids can sleep until 1. But the firstborn was being woken up. They had to brush their teeth. They had to make their bed, whatever the case might be. It was always, it also happens because of finances. You find with your firstborn, finances were very tight. And by the time, rather, you have a third child, probably it's 7 years later or 8 years later, and your finances have improved drastically. So now there's a helpline and an end. So the last born will reap the benefits of all your hard work while the first one had to do a lot of things. So you need to guard against rules that you made and make them a standard in your house to avoid that animosity against sibling rivalry. So I'm expanding a lot on this, especially on our conferences. This weekend on the 12th of October, we are having one. I posted a ticket. Do check this out. I just